What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition! Alright, last episode was a whole lot of story stuff. I'm actually still uploading it, so that's why sorry if I'm not responding to comments today. But I'll respond to probably a whole host more tomorrow, the next episode after this. But basically, yeah, I've been in the middle of uploading stuff all day, all day right now. And yeah, yesterday was a whole lot of lore, so today will be a whole lot of action. That's just kind of how it goes, right? So there's a dungeon to the right there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab another site of grace first, because there's another one like right over here. And hey, there's some sword lore right next to it, so that's cool. Yeah, you see the site of grace right there. It's always so exciting when you find a site of grace in the overworld, because you're like, oh, nice, another like fast travel spot I can use. That's awesome. Okay, so let's talk to the ghost first. I think he's talking about that warring stuff over there that you can see. Ah, the puppets. The puppets besiege us. Yeah, so actually, if we go over here, we can see the puppets that he's talking about. Those blue phantom things, those are actually puppets. They're similar to spirit ashes. They're basically spirit ashes, but I think they're actually... Oh, wow, this is so cool. They're similar to spirit ashes, but I think that they're actually like... Where spirit ashes are like the lingering spirit of someone, to my understanding, I think the puppets are like being basically unwillfully transformed into a puppet for the most part. Like someone just said, like, I'm turning you into a puppet. And then they did it. I thought that there was going to be some sword lore here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This marks Balenia's southward march. The bladed Mikola and her clean-wrought knights grant her wings never to be clipped. Oh, so this is a positive one about Malenia. So southward march would mean that, you know, so basically Malenia is all the way up here. She's even further north than that, frankly. So, she marched all the way down here through this path, down through here, in order to reach Caelid and attack Caelid. So it probably took quite some time. I'm sure in George R. R. Martin Game of Thrones terms, that was like a 3-month march. I don't know. It's funny that you can just do this stuff so quickly. But I guess with the day-night cycle, I wonder how much the day-night cycle, how much they actually like took into account George R. R. Martin's, like, how he wrote these things to be spread out, and they kind of timed it out. This gate right here, I'm going to mark this warp, actually. I like marking them. I didn't do it as much in my main game, but I just started doing it, and I wish I'd done them all, honestly. So that warp will warp us to... oh, also let me make sure all the 3 and 5, good. In case we do talk to people, which actually we are about to talk to someone. Anyways, the... Where's the dog? There's a dog here. That's why I'm, like, weirded out. Oh, there it is. Well, there's a dog. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Can't be missing my hits. There's 2 sections of this. This first one, I don't really remember there being much here. Yeah, I think this is it. But the other section of this ruin is where it's really at. However, this section, the Blind Maiden appears at some point. I thought she would have been here by now since she disappeared, which is actually why I went here, because I was right next to it. But maybe it's this one that she appears next to, actually. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, because there's not really much in this part of the room, but the other part actually is going to be our second Shabriri Grape. All right, I'm clicking in the left stick, and that's usually how you're supposed to be able to get off of your steed. I don't know what's going on. This is actually driving me crazy. There we go. It's weird because sometimes it's like overly sensitive and it pops me off when I don't want to. And sometimes it's like that where it doesn't pop me off when I want it to.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light. And when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light in the back of my eyes. Hello? Would you donate?
All right, so she wants more Shabriri grapes. Yeah, and you can understand why people are understandably weirded out about giving her them, since they're eyeballs. But, you know, Stake America here. Oh, right. I guess when I got to this point in my other game, I actually missed this ruin my first time playing, and when I finally did find it, I was, like, extremely over-leveled. So, yeah, it was, like, pretty easy. So I was just noticing that Stake America, at first thought was, honestly, why would there be a Stake America for this ruin? It's pretty easy. But now I remember it's just me. It was just the fact that I was ultra over-leveled by the time I came here. Oh, that double hit is so nice. All right. Oh wow, you're a little too clever for me, Mr. Clever over here. Oh, well, why don't you warn all your buddies after it's too late? They're all dead. You're a terrible lookout. You did your job poorly. Just throwing it out there. I'm a horrible person. I mean, okay, so what I just ran over there is a hidden catacomb or catacomb cellar, so yeah, be aware of that sort of thing. Sometimes they hide this stuff. Ooh, Shibriri grape over there. Shibriri grape to my left, Two Fingers heirloom to my front. A talisman engraved with the legend of the Two Fingers raises faith. So again, Two Fingers is related to faith. It's related to the Golden Order. It's related to belief in America, belief in the Elden Ring, belief in the Erd Tree. Fingers cannot speak, yet these were eloquent. Persistently did they wriggle, spelling out mysteries in the air. Thus did we gain the words of our faith. That makes it sound like the Two Fingers, like, kind of in a way had to do with faith and miracles, but I guess, I don't know. I guess they spell mysteries in the air. That's the mysteries in the air is the part that makes it sound miracle related, but maybe not. But yeah, the faith would seem very well related to the Two Fingers then. I know I already looked at the Shibriri grape. Since we've started to use them, I'm going to look at one again, just to go over it again. A yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy, not unlike a large, overly ripe grape. Give to the Blind Maiden to guide her to the distant light. Okay, so not really much there, except for the name Shibriri is actually worth noting. The fact that this is Shibriri related, so that is. All right, why am I just jogging like? Oh, I didn't know there's a ghost here. What's up, ghost? Come out, one and all, from the darkness underground, and let us offer unto the maiden our eyes. Oh, interesting. He actually kind of hints on to you there that you're going to get an eye here. Huh. Yeah, I didn't find him before. All right. That's nice. How nice.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any Shibriri grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light. And when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light in the back of my eyes.
Sure.
You're not like the others who give me grapes, are you? They rest their trembling hands upon me. Howling wordlessly, they gently stroke my eyes. Their frail fingers, emaciated. Yet still, they give me the grapes. But you seem somehow firmer.
It almost sounds like she's saying like they ripped their eyes out themselves and they're like howling in pain as they give it to her. Like it's something that they're supposed to do from a cultish perspective. It almost sounds like that. Or they're just freaked out because they're like, you want an eyeball?
You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
Yeah, so I like, honestly, it is hard to like spot her in the sense of like, if you don't go to this spot first and you don't return, how in the world are you gonna know this is the second spot she goes to? So some of the NPC quest lines are pretty tough like that to follow along because it's like, yeah, it's a giant world. If you miss something, you have a lot to re-explore to try to find where somebody showed up. So, okay, next spot we're gonna go to. I'm actually gonna jump to Liurnia Highway South, just because there's actually a there should be a guide marker girl person, I'm pretty sure, over here. So, oh, whoops, wrong way. right way. So it's only just so I can like show off the guide marker girl. If I don't find her, you know, that statue thing, if I don't find it, I really doesn't matter. But hey, you know, might as well, if I see it, look at it and then be like, there it is. Oh, so these balloon things, by the way, here, let me equip a bow. Do I have a bow I can equip? That's the real question. I do. Let's equip my longbow. Just to show this off, I put it on the wrong slot. Longbow. I like it on my right hand. All of it's going to make it a heavy load, so I'm going to take it off in a moment. But just to show this off, if you shoot this, it will die and you'll get some runes from it. Oh, do I not have anything that works with the longbow? Is that why he's itching his butt? What is going on here? Alright, how about short bow? What? Oh, I only have great arrows equipped. That's why. I need normal arrows. Okay. And there you go. Golden rune. And yeah, they give you that, so. I just want to show that off, that you can destroy those things. Also, a bunch of them drop enemies on you. I mean, you'll see them. They'll be like floating with the enemies on them, but yeah. Yeah, just the thing they do. Just one of those silly things in Elden Ring that can mess you up. Aw, these guys are so cute. I was almost gonna like just kill it right away and be like, and then I murder it, but it was too cute. It was too cute. Bird, I don't care though. I needed those 6 runes. I didn't even want to stay for the meat and bones. Okay, I guess I didn't find the statue thing, but honestly, like really, I'm just going for there's a dungeon and I know where it is, so it's all good. It's gonna be like in this little like side area here. You know what? We're gonna bust out our torch because we're gonna go to a dark area with some guys who are gonna try to jump out at me. Then I'm just gonna skip through because I don't care. But yeah, these guys that you see there, those little like gnome-like guys, they hide in basically like these sorts of cavey areas and places where you're less likely to see them. This just happens to be our first instance of seeing them. Okay, there it is. It's like, honestly, not 100% certain I was going the right way. All right, Cliff Bottom Catacombs. We are back at another minor dungeon. It's weird. It feels like it's been a while since I've done a minor dungeon, but here we are. Minor dungeon, ahoy! I don't think this is one that has a bunch of illusory walls, but there is one coming up later that is illusory wall heavy. And I'm making like 10 things you didn't know videos for GameSpot, and like there's an illusory wall one I want to mention, but I'm like, ooh, is it too spoilery though? Is it too spoilery? For one of the illusory wall ones I want to talk about. There's like a whole bunch of stuff I found where I know people don't know about it yet, or very few people do, but I don't want to spoil stuff because some of it's like a little later in the game, and some of it's like Liurnia, so it's like I'm trying to figure out the balance of that, but I guess I'll figure it out. I guess I'll probably talk about the illusory wall and Liurnia one because I think a lot of people are at Liurnia at this point. It's hard, man. I don't want to spoil things for people, but I also want to like give good information. So that's also, when I say that too, it's also like I want to give information that hasn't been covered by everybody yet. Okay. Unfortunately, it looks like if I die to the boss, I'm going to have to... Actually, never mind. I take it back. There's probably going to be a Steak America. Okay. Root resin. Thank you. Yeah, these guys are... And gray violets. So, yeah. There's the boss door. We'll see how well I remember this dungeon. You know what? I'm going to actually just bust out this right now. I don't feel like switching to two-hand and one-hand right now. Oh, whoa, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't realize what his weapon was. That's why I didn't realize he could hit me like that. I was like, I thought he was like about to like pull up a swing or something for me to dodge. Oh, he drops the smithing stone 3. That's pretty nice. I don't think any of these guys have dropped their faces for me yet, like their masks, which is kind of too bad. Grave Glovewort 2. Okay, so now we know right there that's the statue with the lever, so we just have to figure out how to get to it, basically. I know I said I don't think there's any illusory walls in this dungeon, but I still can't help myself. I have to check some of them at least. I won't check all of them, but some of them. Okay, you can see you can drop down there. that might actually be the solution to this one, but I can't remember. So I'm going to go ahead and go through here first. Oh. Hey, I woke him up with the trap. Here. I'll wake up again. Oh no! They always hit me. This weapon's so slow when I go for 2 attacks. Like, the way to not have that happen is, honestly, like, when you're using this heavy weapon, the fastest attack you can choose is a roll attack. Like that. So. Yeah, ultra great sword problems. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Alright, and... oh, a little pit of blood. That's nice. And some string. Okay. Oh, alright. Stone Sword Key. Yeah, this is why I wasn't using my Stone Sword Keys yet. Oh, hey. This is the guy I wanted to use and see if I could use Margaret Shackle on. So, let me see. I shouldn't have hit him right away. I want to see if I can. Inventory. Crap, crap, crap. No, where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. Okay. That was a really bad choice by me. Play the music, Johnny. No! I was being impatient. Alright, I'm back. So, funny thing about my mistake. Oh, I meant to use the one that healed a bunch. Funny thing about my mistake is it's even dumber because I realized that I didn't have Margaret Shackle after I re-looked. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. Good stuff. Oh, I actually got 2 stuns on him. I'm actually kind of shocked, to be honest. Oh, man. Yeah, that sucked a lot that I died at a stupid point. I was just being impatient. I was like, I'm just going to try to, like, ram through these enemies. And I forgot that I'm playing with Kita and not my main game, and I cannot do that. Alright, so behind him is a Grave Glove Ward 3. Yeah, so... this is the second time. I forgot I already did that too in this game, where I was like, I'm going to use Margaret Shackle, and then I realized I don't have Margaret Shackle to use. Oh my god. Oh no. Wow, this is honestly like the worst I've played in a long time. I'm embarrassed this during a Let's Play, but crap. Yeah, I decided to, I was just trying to like rush through, and that guy, of course, now has decided to ambush me because I was rushing through and not taking my time. Fine. So the reason I got taken out last time was because once again, the dude upstairs bombarded me. I thought maybe I could get like a sneak attack on that other guy. Oh, there's 2 of them upstairs. Anyways, before I was hoping I could get like a sneak attack on the Omen downstairs with the backstab and then just like stun lock him to death basically. But obviously I did not pull it off. Okay, he's hanging out up here. Yeah, and like a lot of times, honestly, yeah, so like he doesn't get stun locked, which I think is what throws me off, is sometimes he does and sometimes he doesn't. So like half the time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stun lock him, and then he does that, right? But then, like I said, sometimes he does. So I'm like, oh, am I gonna get the stun lock on him? Am I not going to? So like there you see he did. But yeah, I'm really bad at fighting omens. I'm just gonna be straight up honest about it. Alright, behind him, our prize for all that is a Rune Arc. Let's go ahead and... I don't know if I looked at the description before. I didn't think you needed Rune Arcs. Grant the blessing of an equipped great rune upon use. Shard of the Shattered Elden Ring grants the blessing of an equipped great rune upon use. It is said that the lower arch of the Elden Ring receives its bounty, and this is a shard of one such arch. Or, arch, I think, for that one. Even if no great rune is equipped, it will slightly increase maximum HP upon use. So I was under the impression, and I guess I was wrong, that your great rune is always activated. I didn't realize you had to actually use a Rune Arc to activate it. So I was like, man, I don't want to like waste them because that's who I am. But I guess I'm just dumb. Alright, Alright, so this is where it's nice that I wasn't using all my stone sword keys before. Even though I would have still had one, I just, like I said before, I just want to make sure I had them for dungeons. Knox mirror helm. That's pretty sick. Look at that! Ah! Actually, the eyes make it kind of weird. I still prefer this. Anyways, let's look at the item description. Helm fashioned from a crystal-looking glass. One among the Eternal City's ritual implements. So Knox is related to the Eternal City. Yeah. Easily broken and weak against striking attacks. Kind of reminds you of the Crystallians, right? Worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the Greater Will and its vassal fingers. So this would be with Knox in the Eternal City, a faction opposed to the Greater Will and the Erd Tree and the Two Fingers. I'd say more specifically the Two Fingers, but yeah. That was a pressure play right there for a trap, which I guess, you know what, now I'll use. Oh god, come on. I cannot die again. That would, oh, why am I crouching? Why does it always do that? Yeah, like it crouches, it does that sometimes. The crouching is less often than the horse or torrent, where he just decides to bounce off a torrent. For some reason, I thought there was only one of those guys in this room, so that's just me being uncautious again. Alright, I'm going back to one-handing. I want to be able to see better after all this nonsense that I've been screwing up against. Welcome to Kita Edition, Dave's worst dungeon exploration yet. Alright, so now we're actually above where we wanted to go. Yeah. Oh, hey. Secret. Nice thing I had my torch out. I was able to see you. Ghost Glove Ward 3 and a Golden Rune 3. There we go. Yeah, this weapon really is not very good for fighting these guys. You want an up-down strike attack for these guys, and this weapon just don't got it, man. You just don't got it. Alright. Nope. Yeah, like the roll attack always does pretty good, but the up-down attacks are way better for these guys. This attack, just as you've noticed, just swings over them constantly. Hey, another one. You guys really want an ambush, huh? It's just in your DNA. And for this, we get the scythe. Alright, let's take a look at it. Large scythe featuring long, slender blade designed to reap. This weapon is capable of rapidly inflicting blood loss while also slipping through an enemy's guard. Blood loss is really good if you're doing dex builds, by the way. I mean, it's probably good for any build. I haven't tried it with the strength build. I just know it's like really well associated with dex builds in this game. In the hands of a highly dexterous wielder, it is capable of striking fear into the heart of any foe. And it's actually quality in terms of like strength and dex, but you can see this dex scaling is C, so the dex scaling for this is really good. Even irregardless. Alright, so let's actually drop down this time to this path where we find another one of these ogre guys, and I'm realizing now this might be the dungeon that I had a huge amount of trouble with on my own, because I think I was stuck in this room for like a while, actually. Because there's actually another ogre down here that's about to try to ambush me while I'm fighting this one, or could ambush me. Yeah, I don't know why I recommend people go here first in my recommendation guide. That was probably a really bad idea. This dungeon's tough. These are all the omens. I just called him an ogre, but yeah, it's an omen. Yeah, so there's like another guy sneaking around back here. I think he's just walking around in circles. And yeah, if he sees you, he's just going to ambush you while you're taking on that guy that I just took on. Yeah, so see, there he is. Yeah, this dungeon did not pull its punches with the omens. I didn't remember that this was the one. This is one of the dungeons that gave me the most trouble in my free time. I mean on my like main game. So did not remember that. Alright. Yeah, this one's tough. Okay, anyways. Prattling Pate, wonderful. I guess I don't have to say anything about it other than the fact that this one's gonna say wonderful. Let's use it. I haven't used one yet. I didn't know what it looked like. That's funny. And that was gonna be such like a deep kind of voice. It kind of almost sounds like the Mortal Kombat guy to me. It's funny, I was finally like watching through the footage the other day with the Arena quest line where I was like, oh, I must have said it wrong. I guess it was Irina. And then I was listening to it where I could actually hear it and he did say Irina, which is how I've been pronouncing it the whole time. So, I didn't mess it up. Good job, me. Good job. I think there's another omen back here, actually. I swear, I know there's definitely another omen. Oh, there it is. There he is. There he is. Yeah, I'm going to be safe and smart here, and I will try to ambush him. Also, I can see a little bit better now, interestingly. You know, I think he's actually going to come all the way over? Oh, I guess not. I thought he would. There's an item you can get that makes you silent no matter how you move, and it's so nice to just be able to run up to enemies and backstab them. Alright, you done looking? You done looking? Oh, wait a second. I just realized something. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to backstab him when I get the chance, and then I'll use that pressure plate to get some more attacks on him. Ah, okay. Maybe like 5 more seconds, and then it's done. Alright, fine. I don't care anymore. Oh, really? Oh my god. I hate you guys. Of course you managed to miss getting hit by it. Omens are the worst. Omens are the worst. Alright, this time I should be able to hit him, and it looks like it actually did some pretty good damage against him. Alright, done. One more omen taken out. Okay. And at this point, if I hadn't lost all my runes, I'd be able to get a level up. But who's complaining? Not me. Okay, maybe me a little bit. I do want to raise up my endurance a little bit more, just so I can keep on, like, putting on some better armor. Granted, this one's cool, so I'm going to keep this one on for a little while, but just so I don't throw on a bow and get heavy all of a sudden. Okay. I guess that's it for the omens down here. Yeah, the pressure plate, I guess, is just nice for using the traps against them. That's probably why they really put that one there. I don't remember if the boss of this area is difficult, but yeah, I just don't remember. Alright, I'm not going to do the heavy attack. I was doing that one before, but yeah, of course. Of course. Crap. Okay, good. Whew. Do not hug me. Don't like your hugs. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't want it. No! No! I'm so close to being done with this dungeon. Don't do it. Page ashes. There's a lot to find in this dungeon. Alright, page ashes. Ashes remains in which spirits yet dwell. Use to summon the spirit of a page. These guys can be pretty tough, the pages. Spirit of a page who traveled at the side of the noble he served. Uses a piercing sword and crossbow to defend his master. One becomes a page merely by accident of being born into obscurity. Nothing is asked of ability, talent, or volition. So, that sounds like a little bit of George R.R. Martin there, right? Kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones-y sort of stuff. And his writing in a way. Oh my god. I was just like, I'm gonna bum rush it to this thing. So no matter what happens. No! Item, I need to pick it up. No! Alright, I'm just trying to get away from the fact I don't want the omen attacking me too. See that? Like, look at how bad this weapon is for these guys. That was... Oh my god. It keeps on swinging over the guy. Constantly. I Unless he jumps. Thank you for jumping into it. All right, Old Fang. Totally worth the run back. Actually, to be honest, it's not the worst thing in the world because now I have some health for the boss. Like, I was probably going to lose against the boss anyways just by having 0 flasks chugs left. So, yeah, honestly not that bad of a happening. And it looks like there is no Stake of America here, so hopefully this boss run goes well. But we shall see. Oh, it's just one of these guys. Okay, Retreat Burial Watchdog. Except for this is a Scepter one. Yeah, there's a lot of these guys in the game. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Okay. Pokey. Oh, man, I missed it. Oh. I knew what he was doing, and I missed. Oh, good. Oh, good. Actually, with how much damage he did to me, I actually wonder if he'll one-hit shot me if he pulls off the drop on me. Okay, let's go around, stop targeting. I know he's gonna do this quick version of it. Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna play it safe and heal. I don't want to worry about doing the run through again. I've died enough in this dungeon. I don't need to die again. If it happens, it happens, but I'd rather be a little safer about it since I can. Alright. Get one attack on there, and then after he does his little speed burst, that's when I should probably do the other attack. Yeah. Oh, that was almost really dumb! Nah! Aww. Okay. Nice. Glad I was able to get that attack in, honestly. That's nice. Okay, watch for his little sudden movement, and that's it. Yes, roll on that sudden movement there. Alright, Retreat, Burial, Watchdog. Watchdog. You know what? The fact that this is the boss makes me feel a little bit better about recommending people go here. Because this boss isn't so bad since you've already fought him before. You already know his moveset. Kaiden Sellsword Ashes. This was one of the ones that was in the network test, but moved over here. Summon Kaiden Sellsword Spirit. Spirit of a mercenary belonging to a horse-riding folk. Skillfully uses a massive blade for dismounting other riders and enhances his already considerable strength with war cries. The Sellswords of Kaiden made their prowess known on countless battlefields. So this guy, the Kaiden Sellsword, he's the guy that we were dealing with a bunch in Limgrave, who I talked about being good at taking me off of my horse. So that's the guy. That's him. It's him. All right. I'm going to go ahead and quick warp over here, actually. And I'll keep on exploring. I don't think there's anything on the edge down there. That's why I'm doing this. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't remember there being anything other than that dungeon, really. And let's get in this level up. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Hey, look. That's the statue I was talking about. That was the one. I guess I should have started from this spot. Yeah, so this one's going to mark what I was just... the dungeon I was just at. But, so now I can't use it because I already finished the dungeon. Alright. Alright. Aw, turtle. Can't do anything to that. Turtle's too nice. Yeah, I'm gonna head up this path first. Because there's some, like, interesting stuff up this way that I actually think is worth checking out and going to. First of all, there's an artist shack, so it's always nice to get those, so in case you run into the location by accident, you kind of, like, already note to look for it. So I'm a fan of trying to find the artist shacks right away, if you can. Okay, lots of wolves. Lots of wolves. Oh, wow, good dodge. Good dodge. Gotta commend you on that one. I thought there'd only be, like, one of these, like, big wolves, but turns out there's a whole bunch. Wow. Either they have, like, a lot of health or I'm just under-leveled for this area. Might be a bit of both. Also, I can upgrade my sword at this point. Whenever I remember. It just costs so many runes. There's really not much reason to deal with the enemies, honestly, in the overworld, so I should really just be skipping them. Unless, like, I have a very specific reason to attack them. Otherwise, I think it's kind of just a waste of time. I mean, sometimes it's good to practice on them, I guess, but yeah, otherwise, it's like, just whatever. Just run past, just go explore. Oh, this area is before the Artist Shack. Okay, that's cool. Tibia Manor is here. I thought it was a nighttime only boss, but I guess I was wrong. Or Tibia Manor, Tibia Mariner. Usually he warps over there, so I don't know where he went. Where did he go? Oh, wait, he's all the way up there? Okay. Odd. He's just hanging out on the ground with his boat. Oh my, oh my. Fine, I'll deal with some of you guys. I didn't want to. I was gonna just give you guys a pass for a moment, but you've drawn my hand. Wait, what is that on the ground there? What's that summon sign? Is that a summon sign? D. Oh, you can summon D for these guys? I didn't know that. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. I'd never realized that. Yeah. The hunter's pretty easy. I'm just doing crappy against it. I've never really had trouble with these guys before, but the fact that I'm saying that now means you know it's going to happen now. Okay, now he's going to summon his bros. It's really all he's got. Summon his bros and do little boat smashies. Sometimes he does an attack that hurts everything in the vicinity, which is kind of nice because he hurts his bros when he does that too. Which is that one right there. Which actually gives me a chance to might as well just take some of them out. Since he did that anyways. What's he doing there? I don't remember this attack. I guess I stunned him out of it, so I'll never find out. I'll never know. Oh, cool. I can get like a double there. No, 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 no. Hey, did you just fully take out the guy for me? Thanks. Thanks, Tibia Mariner. I like when you work against yourself. I appreciate it. All right, so now which spot did he decide to go to? He went back up here. Okay. Hey, how'd you get that auto summon of guys? You're supposed to like have to take some time summoning them by doing your blue thing that you're doing right now. I don't appreciate it. Feels a little cheap to me. It is nice that at least I'm getting souls or runes, whatever, for killing these guys. So that's nice. Did he just kill him for me again? All right. Could be a Mariner, true G. Alright, do your slammy slam in your non-existent water, and let's get that death root from you. Nice. Alright. Death root and skeletal bandit ashes. Let's look at the death root again. I know we looked at it before, but now that we have a better understanding of death, the beast clergyman seeks and devours these. Why? Why does he do that? A source that gives rise to those who live in death, the beast clergyman found at Bestial Sanctum in the distant east collects and devours these roots. On the night of the dire plot, the stolen rune of death enabled the first death of Demigod, aka Godwin. Later, the rune of death who became the Prince of Death. Later, the rune of death spread across the lands between through the underground roots of the great tree, sprouting in the form of death root. Again, as we found that root that was very intricately tied to Godwin, it could have to do with his death for why this is spreading through the roots of everything now, and perhaps his burial, as was thought. And now that's spreading everywhere because it's the roots of this giant tree throughout this entire land with this death root. So, oh yeah, we also got some ashes of the skeletal bandit, I believe. Or is it skeletal militiaman? I'll look at both. This is the spirit of a bandit who lives in death and will continue to rise again until properly finished off. After the night of the plot, Deathroot appeared in the lands between, and those who live in death soon followed. So again, showing Deathroot only appeared after Godwin died. So tie there again. This is the grotesque. This is the grotesque fate of those who come into contact with Death Root. So this one's really, really hammering that in. That it was very specifically after the death that Death Root appeared. So again, very much tied to Godwin's death. I didn't pick up this item. I was waiting to like kill them, so I wouldn't forget what it was. Oh, Trina's Lily. Okay. I think I've picked them up before and talked about that's just Saint Trina related. I'm just double checking. Yeah, I've got so many of them. Okay. There's also Mikla's Lily. So that's why I was double checking in case it was a Mikla's Lily thing situation. Oh, damn it. I meant to take this one because there's going to be an enemy here I actually do want to fight. Because you actually get a drop for fighting this one. So occasionally there are enemies like this where even though I've said, yo, don't worry about it, bros. That's kind of nice. I didn't know. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I thought I'd like stun locked him into submission with this method. This is so cheap, and I don't mind. Alright. Yeah, so we get a drop from him. A Dragon Cult prayer book. Alright, so another prayer book that we can unload later on. So now we have that one, and we have these two scrolls to drop off. But the Academy scroll I didn't look at before. It's just a scroll of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. The Glintstone Sorcerer's Place of Study. And there you go. Prayer Book of the Capital's Ancient Dragon Cult. A text of the Knight's fate that arose after the War of the Ancient Dragons. So another faction here. I've talked about the dragons before. And there is a Dragon Cult faction who follow the dragons. So, yeah. Here we have another... Oh, there's an enemy. Anyways, another Divine Tower. Yeah, I was wondering why these guys hadn't been summoned yet. I'm just gonna ignore them. I don't really care. I don't care. I'm ignoring them. I'm gonna just go to the Artist Shack. Another Artist Shack right here. I actually do know where this one is. So, that's good. For me, I guess. And for you guys when I get to it. The one that we found in Stormvale I actually haven't found yet, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna raise up some endurance again. Yeah. Keep on getting my max equip load up. Even though I'd like to start pumping into strength and making my weapon more powerful again. So this one we actually can't get yet, but it's just nice to think about the resurrection painting and where it is. And anyways, what I was saying before was that this right here is a Divine Tower, but you can't access it for quite some time, so don't worry about it. It was driving me crazy. I was like, how the hell do I get to it for such a long time? And yeah, just don't worry about it yet. Smithing Stone 4. Hey, I really should start leveling up my weapon, but I'm not going to yet. It's so hard to decide when I have a bunch of runes and I'm close to level up. I'm like, but I'm close to a level up. I want that level up. We're going to keep heading this way because it's going to take us to the Church of Vows, which I believe is up there. And then there's some cool stuff there I'm not going to go to yet. And then down is what I was just talking about. But it's kind of like, honestly, better to do later on because there's a guy there who is an ass, and I just don't think it's worth taking on for a while. Due to the PvP guy who's chilling there. Alright, let's take on you. I choose you. Even though these fire guys are going to come and try to interrupt it with their fiery spells. Yo, this is my battle. One-on-one. Even though it's unfair since I'm horseback. Stop interrupting my battle. Wow, that was like perfect timing that I hit him. He was about to clean the floor with me. Alright, Fire Monk Greaves. Oh, cool. So we can start talking about the Fire Monks. Actually, before I get this, let's look at those. So I don't forget. Fire Monk Greaves. Where are they at? The Fire Monks are guardians of the Flame of Ruin. Forbidden by the Erd Tree. And said to be kept high in the mountaintops of the Giants. Alright, so now we have a flame involved. On the mountaintops of the Giants. Fire Spur Me is an awesome gesture. I love it. Instead of Rallying Cry, let's put Fire Spur Me. Where is it? There we go. Fire Spur Me. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, and Flame Cleanse Me. So let's take a look at that. One of the incantations of the Fire Monks. This incantation leaves the caster with subtle burns, a reminder that they must fear the flame. So, if I remember correctly, I think the Fire Monks are actually trying to protect this flame that we're talking about here. So, like essentially from other people utilizing it, and they're trying to protect it. Hence the fearing the flame thing there. I think that was in the trailer. That thing over there. There's a bunch of them. This is just our first instance of seeing one. And sometimes these fire slugs just hang out. Again, I don't know why I'm killing it. There's no reason to. We get a little agglomeration of fire monks. I was like trying to R2 and I was like, why isn't it working? Turns out I don't have any stamina. Yeah, sometimes honestly one of the awesome things to do is you can just roll through a bunch of enemies with R2 down and just start like wailing on, like hitting them all a bunch. Alright, so for this thing, we want to get behind it. Okay. He's not going to let me. That's cool. Oh, actually, he is going to let me because he tried to use that. Wait. I was trying to backstab. Crap. I might have to hop up real quick on this. There we go. Yeah, so that's really how you're going to take these guys out. It's just by hitting him in the back where he's weak, because it's just a guy controlling a machine. But yeah, I really just took this thing on to show it off. Again, there's really no reason to. So let's keep on heading up to the Church of Vows, which I'm pretty positive is this one coming up. And luckily it's daytime. There's another bell-bearing guy here who is very difficult if you're not of level. So we're going to talk to Muriel and get another bunch of lore, actually, from Muriel up here. And after this, I'm actually going to head back to, I'll worry about this stuff over here later and this stuff later. I'm actually going to head into this main section of Liurnia down here after this. But, alright, Church of Vows. Let's go in and say hello to Muriel.
You're tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Muriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows?
Why, I do not.
That is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radigan and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria.
Okay, so, yeah, you know, Radigan now we're learning about Radigan and Rena,
You are
so
free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know.
okay, so he's another character who we can give or learn sorceries from and incantations. He actually teaches them both. So let's look at Blessing's Boon. Blessing once fell like tears from the Erd Tree, and this incantation is but a lingering remnant of their power. So I guess, yeah, blessings came from the Erd Tree itself, apparently. Once upon a time. And then we have Carrion Greatsword and Magic Glintblade. So Magic Glintblade, old sorcery of the Carrion royal family. Said to be the prototype of the sword phalanx sorceries wielded by royal enchanted knights. And then Carrion Greatsword, one of the sorceries of the Carrion royal family. Armed with this spell, sorcerers gain the strength of knights, their loyalty sworn to the moon. Sworn to the moon is the interesting bit of lore there, actually, that I should have pointed out before I started to move on. Again, you can give him scrolls, too. You can also give him prayer books. So Just good to note. All right, let's ask him about Radigan.
You wish to know more of Lord Radigan? Lord Radigan was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radigan left Renala to return to the Erdtree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radigan would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord.
I know why, but I'm not gonna say. Okay, so let me think about how to talk about this without spoiling things too much. So, okay. What he talks about is all very important right there with Radigan and Renala. First question you need to ask yourself is, why would Radigan be allowed to be an Elden Lord? Why, when it's like this prestigious thing that, why did that work for Radigan? And he's a mere champion. Another thing to talk about is Radigan again. This is kind of the idea that I've sort of talked about before with faith versus intelligence. So Renala here is all about intelligence. And you know how the Fourth Church America we found was way out in Limgrave? It kind of shows the spreading of the teaching of the Erdtree in the sense of like the Erdtree itself, while they were all faithful to it and all that, they kind of like spread out and kept on moving out and spreading their faith. So not everyone was into it. And Renala, who is all about intelligence and astrology, and that's what they worshipped basically. That's where intelligence comes from. That's why intelligence and faith are at odds. That's why there's this battle there with the faithful being like, you cannot use any intelligence at all. Some aspects of intelligence and magic are like, no, faith isn't okay. We all look into intelligence. And then there's some factions that use a little bit of both. So there's that aspect as well. That's worth talking about. The Radigan thing is going to be important, but I don't want to go too much into it. So let's ask Muriel about Radigan.
You know, it's said that Lord Radigan harbored a secret. A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radigan's likeness in giant stature when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radigan's closet. And as such, it's said the great statue harbors his secret too.
Yeah, so that is a major thing to find out, but we can't do that until we get to Lanedell, so...
You know, it's said a famed...
Oh, whoops, yeah, I just asked him about Radigan, so let's talk about Renala.
You wish to know more of Lady Renala. She is queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Rea Lucaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radigan left her, and then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
Something I don't... So Radigan left to marry Marika, right? That's the essential idea, but there's a little bit more to it than that. It's not necessarily just that he left for this mistress, per se. Or, I mean, he did leave, essentially, to become the Elden Lord in place of Godwyn. But, yeah, I just can't go more into it without spoiling things.
In the end, Lady Renala was left alone, cradling the amber egg Lord Radigan bequeathed her.
Which has the great rune in it.
Now she devotes herself to it through forbidden rite, the grim art of reincarnation. You would do well to remember, severing a vow, strongest of bonds, has consequences ever more dire.
Okay, so that's everything that he's got for us here. With Muriel, he just keeps on repeating himself. This is where you can atone for your sins at the Church of Vows, which is why it's good to find and know about the Church of Vows. If you ever mess up, this might be a celestial doing here. Gold sewing needle and gold tailoring tools. I actually haven't figured out how to give Bach the gold sewing needle, I don't think yet. Oh, wait, never mind. I finally did. I take it back. So, Special sewing needle for demigod attire. Unique item made to alter demigod attire. One of the tools brought by Radigan when he entered into marriage with Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, and joined the Carian line. I kept saying Caria, I guess it's Carian. The other one we got was the sewing kit. Tailoring tools made from gold. Tools brought with the red-haired Radigan when he married into the Carian line. With these, even demigod attire can be altered at a site of grace. Alright, so there we go with that, and I'm going to return now back down to the Liurnia Highway North and start heading up towards the main part of Caria, of Raya Lucaria, and more specifically, I suppose, Liurnia was really the word I was looking for. I guess I should look up here first, though. Going down that way is going to be the way to go, but I guess I should make sure that there's nothing over this way that I'm forgetting about and missing. It looks like there's a little mini fort here, so I'll go ahead and take that on. Never mind, they're all dead in this mini fort, it looks like. Oh, and there's a tower. Oh. Okay, it's going to be one of these. Oh, my God. Okay, let's go to the top of the tower first and take that out before I worry about anything else. Because, yeah, these assholes are going to keep on using sorcery from me from above. Hey, what's this? What's this? What's this? Dun-dun-dun-dun. Glintstone Craftsman's Book 3. Very nice. Very nice. I'll keep on working my way up. I did this just so someone, like, casts a spell on me from above. I have a nice little guard there. Specifically you, with your big old hat there. Hopefully that takes him out. Okay, it does. Good. Carian, excuse me, Glint Blade Staff. I can't speak. Carian Glint Blade Staff. That makes me feel like it's going to be a weapon here as opposed to I'm wrong. It's one of these. Okay. Staff embedded with blue glintstone, one of the two types of Carian staff. Gifted to enchanted knights, it enhances glint blade sorceries. Apparently you can also use it to attack, I'm guessing, since it has a blade at the end of it. But yeah, Caria is also, it's going to be important to talk more about Caria in relation to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. But, oh my God, I pressed R2 by accident. I was like, why is he going so slow? What's going on? I honestly didn't even realize I pressed R2 by accident until he's going so slow. I don't know how that happened. Like, how am I playing so poorly today? It's because Stormveil went pretty well at the end, so, you know, something had to happen. Something had to fall apart. Alright, now that we don't have that sorcerer at the top blasting stuff down on us, this will be a little more simple to take care of. It'd also be nice if I could get another level up from it. Oh, it looks like that's it. I guess there's not really anything here. I thought it was a campsite, but I guess it was just guarding this watchtower, so. Oh, here's the actual campsite, but yeah, I think we got everything. Okay, that's cool. Now I'll go down the main path. Because that was the main thing I wanted to see, was if there's anything I was missing up there. Alright, so again, here we have the little war against the puppets. I can take sides if I want, just to get some more runes. But they got a troll one. I don't like that. Looks like you also can't stun the troll one. That's interesting. He doesn't even get stunned. Oh, and he summons magic. Yeah, let's get away from that. Never mind, he's just gonna kill me real fast. As it is. Yeah. I had to die again for the episode. It's just one of those episodes, right? It had to happen. Alright, let's go ahead and hop on. I'll just go real quickly, grab my runes back. And, yeah. I guess that's the power of these ash guys. Or the puppets. It seems like they can't get stunned in the same way. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Alright, I'll let you guys have fun with that. That's alright. We don't need to do it. All good. Instead, I'll just grab an early flower and be out of here. Because honestly, right through here is just another, it's going to be right away, pretty much, another site of grace. Rea Lucaria, hallowed hall dedicated to the study of magic. Why shut your doors to me? Am I barred from donning the crown of stone? Yes, you are. Because you need a glintstone key like me. I'm in the same boat as you, come on. Let's go moan and grope about it together. Gripe. Let's go grope people because of it. You know, I think that's the right answer. Seems right to me. Alright, level up, can't do it. Okay. You know what? Then let's keep moving forward so I can, and we'll just get to the next site of grace. How about that? How about that, game? Ever think about that? Although now I want to see what's in there. Oh, wait. Is that the one that's guarded by a bunch of lobsters? I think it might be. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Gotta get my runes. Gotta get my level up runes. These guys can actually deal a lot of stack damage on you really quick, so it's something to watch out for with these guys, especially when you're on the horse, as it will knock you off of the horse. So, yeah, just something worth mentioning and pointing out with these. Nice. Alright, and yeah, I know I could have used runes to get a quick level up before. So these are of the Albinaric race, which now we can start to talk about a little bit. Albinarics are life forms made by human hands. Thus, many believe them to live impure lives untouched by the Erd Tree's grace. And there's actually going to be a village of Albinarics we're going to find later on, but they're definitely the shunned race in this game. And hey, how about that? Another map fragment right here. And now we have unlocked a whole bunch more of Liurnia that we can look at. And still not all of it. Still not all of it. And let me go ahead and read the lore of that. So, where is my map fragments? The Academy of Rea Lucaria towers over the north, while at its base spreads the town built around it, now flooded. 2 high roads end their journey here. So, yeah, again, this probably would have been the actual route that was taken. That's now flooded. Aw, come on, come on. This time I'll use some runes. This is what they're for, in my mind. I'm going to use 2 just in case, although I think one of this one would have been fine. Maybe not, actually. So 2 is the right amount. And, you know what? I'm going to level up my strength again. Didn't do that much, but I really got to start upgrading my weapon. How many do I have for smithing stones? I have 3, so I can level up once. But, yeah, that's something. Alright, so, yeah, so I guess the route that would have been taken was probably here, through here, across the bridge, I'm guessing, by Melania, excuse me. So she probably marched. This is the part of the road that we can see, but she marched from the road down through here, through there, down through here, across the bridge, down across this line, through that road, and this would have taken her into Caria right there to go fight on Radigan. So we kind of have that mapped out now in a way, which is nice. Part of it. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time for an episode that hopefully doesn't have so much death, but we'll see. Later, guys. Peace.